Parks and Rec. Pam Geary here, Director of Parks and Recreation. I'm here to welcome you to the new improved Jacobs Beach Park and new playground. And just want to give the public an idea of what's happened here the last 6 months. Actually, last year the process started for us to find the design for the new playground, and that was like the biggest improvement that was happening at that point. One of the major parts of this new playground that people can't really see is that we raised it 4 feet because this playground was always prone to flooding in the past. So if we got a real big rainstorm, most of the equipment was underwater. So now, today, there's no more flooding, and that is a big thank you to the Public Works Department, because not only did they save the town thousands of dollars by doing in-house work to the site project before any of the equipment got in here, they dug it all out and then they raised it all up, and that was just an amazing work to be done to the site. So the process started in February, and then by Memorial Day weekend, we had the playground in place. We still had some major things to do, like install the shade structures, but it was open to the public Memorial Day weekend. And then we just finished our grand opening just a few weeks back, and people had a great time, and it's an incredible improvement to this park.
And what are some of the new amenities available?
So we also improved the pavilions. So our pavilions are rented very often, every single weekend. That used to be just a floor of stone dust, and now it is beautiful stonework under both pavilions. We also have handicap accessible walkways that connect both pavilions now, as well as a shower and water fountain that was also installed in the middle between the two. So that's a great big improvement. Another improvement is adding the shade structures. So we have one beautiful sail shade that is above our picnic area. And then we have 2 sail shades that are over the seating at the splash pad. And we also have one large shade structure in between the 2 playscape units. One being the 5 to 12 unit and the other one being the 2 to 5 unit. So now there's no excuse not to be able to get out of the sun, because we gave you spaces that have some shade now. And I want a big thank you to Barry and Joan Richter, who helped make that happen.
And can you talk about some of the rides and
The playground
equipment? Thank you.
Sure. We have 2 playscape units. One is the 5 to 12, as I mentioned, and that's got the big tall tower. So it has 2 slides going off it. It has some different unique sound structures that are inside the kids can play with it's called the wild animal calling. So when they press a button, you can hear which animals are, whether it's an owl and what they sound like. So those are really fun. You go to the top of the tower and you can see all of Jacobs Beach, and then you can see the whole playground on the bottom. One of the greatest things about this playground is that we have 100% rubber ADA surface. So anybody with special needs or wheelchair or accommodations has access, which is great. One of our great pieces is called the Cone Spinner, and the Cone Spinner can handle about 40 kids. You can go inside it, you can climb on top of it up to the peak, and it spins really fast, which is very unusual these days because everyone's so cautious about safety, but it's wicked safe, it's wicked fun, and the kids really love it.
Fantastic. And any closing remarks?
Well, I guess my biggest closing remark would be that I am so very proud of this project. And if the public doesn't know, our old playground that we took down did not go in the landfill. We took it down very carefully, all the pieces, and it was donated to the Children of Guatemala and also a camp in New Hampshire. So all those pieces are rebuilt and they're being reused by children, which I'm very proud of. And I'm proud of all the effort it took from our Parks and Recreation staff, our Board of Selectmen, our Parks and Recreation Commission, our Public Works Department, of all the hands that were part of this project that made it happen. So therefore, I am going to be submitting this project to the National Parks and Recreation's award for 2026 and hoping that we will walk home with an award because of this fantastic project.